Go ahead and click. Okay, welcome everybody. We are fired up. Dude, I don't think Mindy and I have been this excited in so long, and I don't know if it was coming off the diamond trip. Veronica, did we have the greatest time? We did, huh? We really did. I don't know if Lori Allen is on here or not, but you guys, we had such a good time. And doing these events gets us all riled up. I have been having a blast getting things ready. I know Veronica and Mindy, as well as our other trainers, you guys, this will be the greatest Trinant event to date that we have ever had. Yes, ladies?
Yes. Absolutely. It's going to be amazing. We're so excited.
We're so excited. So anyway, I wanted to come on here. I'm going to give it over to Mindy in just a few minutes, but I wanted to just share a few little things about the event with you. We're going to bring Veronica on as well so that you guys have details, but also so you kind of know what's just going to go down. Okay. So in case you have not been on with us about this event, I actually was on with Rhiannon and one of her gals, Melissa, this morning. And I said, Melissa, this would be like going to Trinant 101 Academy. Like no hoopla, no rah-rah. Like this is brass tacks. Here's what you need to do to get the job done, to get the positions built, to get the volume done. This is what it is. You're getting a workbook, you're getting scripts. Like we're doing, take that chunk of training, now go out into the other rooms and actually like do the things we just taught you that you have the scripting for in your book, and let's roll. Let's like make stuff happen. So for anybody who is saying 2025 is my takeover year, I'm taking over my life, I'm creating life on my terms, this is your event, okay? I told Melissa Yon today. She wasn't planning on coming. She's from Oregon or Washington. And I said, Melissa, you got to do whatever you can do to be there. She actually told me, she said, I actually feel like the thing holding me back, and if Melissa's on it, I really don't think she'll care that I share this. But she said, you know what, because she's an amazing businesswoman, you guys. She has a couple of other businesses outside of Trinant. She said, I really feel like the thing that's holding me back is social media. And it's maybe not that I don't know how to do it. I know how to do it. I know how to coach other people how to do it. I'm just not being consistent. I'm not doing the thing. And she said, I don't know how to get myself to do it and how to motivate myself to do it. And I said, Melissa, you have to want what you want to create more than the discomfort of doing what you don't want to do. Until you can say, you know what, it's going to be harder for me to stay the same than to do that one thing I don't feel like doing, which is going live every day. It's not going to change. I said, literally, you understand one of the greatest trainers of social media is coming in and doing a 3-hour workshop that she could literally charge $1,000 for. Like, and that is the very thing that you're hung up on, is that thing that she's training. Like, you would be insane not to change your plans and come to this event. And then I told her about the wealth part. Okay. I let her know. I said, did you know that we're going to have the wealth side here? I said, when we started Trinant, you guys, in 2016, we had a huge amount of our team that was in Modesto, California, because we were doing person-to-person build. And I remember having Veronica Singh come in. True story, you guys. Veronica Singh, our Black Diamond that is right here on the line that's coming in this weekend. She came in and we had, I don't know, we had a big group, but we booked up wealth appointments for 2 days. You guys, I had professional people. I had doctors. I had realtors. We had business owners. We had stay-at-home moms. We had every walk of life going into these wealth appointments, my own parents even. And they would walk out and literally be crying because for the first time in their life, they understood how they would retire one day outside of our compensation plan. You guys cannot even imagine the value of these wealth appointments. So I don't know if you're all aware, but I want to make sure you are aware. If you don't know to this point, we have Veronica and our wealth team coming in to set wealth appointments for you while you're here. Okay, so I want you to know you could actually start setting those appointments right away. And Veronica, I'm going to bring you on to just talk about that part for just a minute. If you do not know Veronica yet, she's one of our Black Diamond leaders. I always say that John and Veronica actually literally laid the foundation of the company Trinant to be the attractive company that we wanted to join. True story. Okay. These guys had such a vision of what Trinant would be. They helped Trinant become an Inc. 500 company. And I truly believe that we are all running on the track we're running on because of so much of the original groundwork that John and Veronica Singh laid. And so I want you to know how grateful I am for her, how much I love her. Um, and just, I am so excited from the bottom of my heart, Veronica, to be doing something so amazing with you this weekend. And so if you can just tell them how they can tap into this wealth, these wealth appointments and what it means for them, take it away, girl.
Yes. Well, first and foremost, as you were talking, Mrs. Jennifer Dowd, I had to go find the picture from the leadership event in 2016. When you started talking about it, I already knew what event it was. I could close my eyes and remember being there and seeing all the incredible people in the room. And that was just an exciting, exciting event that we had back in 2016. I can't even believe it goes, it blows my mind. And so I am overly excited about what's coming this weekend. Myself, and if any of you have had the opportunity to meet the incredible Marianne Johnson, Marianne has been with Trinant. I think she started maybe a month. She's a corporate employee, but I think she started at Trinant literally about a month before John and I actually came in to the company and started working with the company as field associates. And so Marianne has seen all of the incredible build of the company with Trinant Wealth. And so she now is, her and I work alongside each other to really help individuals understand what wealth is all about. I'll be training on wealth and not just necessarily training on like what it is, how to introduce it to people. I have an actual education to show each and every one of you the power of what you have your hands on with the Trinant opportunity and how to actually get to what we call the investor side of building true wealth. So I have a boot camp style education for all of you. I'm very excited for that. But more importantly, if you have been considering and thinking about what is my financial future going to look like? I have goals for my kids and what I want to create for them. I have goals for my own retirement, and I'm not there yet. Wherever you're at, I want you to know we're here to help you. And so you'll have the opportunity, if you did not get, there was an email that Marianne has sent out to every person that we know was registered for the event. So you have gotten an email from Marianne Johnson. If you didn't see that email, that's okay. I'm going to reiterate, essentially in that email, we gave all of you the invitation to schedule your wealth consultation. Now you can schedule that consultation at the event and we can sit down and talk at the event. Or if for any reason you can't schedule it at the event because you're doing other things and you're focused on leadership, that's fine. We can also schedule appointments after. But for those of you who want to get started while we're at the event, have that initial consultation, you can email Marianne. I'm going to type her email in the chat window. It's just marianne@trinant.com. You can email her tonight, tomorrow, and through this week, she's going to be scheduling appointments and you'll be able to then have that initial consultation. After the initial consultation, I will be coming in to help with illustrating strategies for you, talking about whatever solutions you need, whether it's debt reduction, whether it's college planning, whatever goals you have, I'll be coming in for that second appointment to start creating a strategy and a game plan for you. What I want all of you to know is that I am beyond grateful for what Trinant has taught me because in 2016, I was over 6 figures in debt. And it's because of Trinant today that I have millions of dollars in net worth, assets that I never thought I would have at the age that I am. And I know it's because of the education. And it all started with that initial wealth consultation that you will all have the opportunity to do. So again, email marianne@trinant.com. And then at leadership, I will be giving you the specific steps for how you can refer individuals because that's a different link. But for today's purpose, you'll be able to email marianne@tronaut.com, and I'll give you those next steps at leadership. With that, I'm going to turn the time back to Mrs. Jennifer Dowd. And all of you who are on here have, if you work closely with her, you know how incredible Mrs. Jennifer Dowd is. But for those of you who don't necessarily, maybe it's your first time coming to a leadership event like this, maybe it's, your first time in network marketing, wherever you're at, I just want you to leave with this before I turn it over is Mrs. Jennifer Dowd was someone that when I first started in the industry of network marketing, I looked at from afar. She was a mentor to me. Okay. I looked at her and I remember sitting in an arena full of 25,000 people. And I was sitting next to one of my friends. And I said to my friend, when she came out on stage, I said to my friend, I said, I want to be like Mrs. Jennifer Dowd one day. She inspired me since the day that I had the opportunity to see her. And she didn't even know that for years. I didn't really have the opportunity to meet her until years later. And it is such an honor and privilege to actually be partnered with her here at Tronaut. Her and Mrs. Mindy Deeble and their husbands bring an incredible amount of wisdom, experience in the industry. And it's because of these two individuals and their husbands that we truly are also on the path that we're on. So it's not just anything that John and I have done. It truly is because of Mrs. Jennifer Dowd, Mrs. Mindy Deeble, and their husband. So thank you both for all that you've done and all that you bring to Tronaut. And I'm just so excited for this leadership.
Oh my gosh. Thank you, Veronica. You guys, I feel humbled and honored. That I just love you. I love you. Can't wait to squeeze you. Okay, you guys. So that is going to be amazing. So I want you to know, I told Melissa Yan about this today. She's like, oh my gosh, we so need our wealth appointment. She started rearranging her schedule. Maybe I can come. And then I told him about what Jeff Belleville is dropping. So you guys, he is training DMO. He has created an entire year planner that tracks the DMO. And you are going to get your own planner at this event, okay? You're also going to get a social media workbook made by Tina Joy Carroll. And I can't even wait to tell you this, you guys. So Jeff Belleville and I were talking about so, he's one of our red diamonds if you don't know, but we were talking about when our subscription retention was the very highest. And we were talking about back in the day when we only had 3 health products, how we would do this survey form. You guys, it was called a gut survey form. And we would send it to people and they, it was like, do you have indigestion? Do you have heartburn? Do you have blah, 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 blah. Okay. Anyway, we were saying we have so many Tronaut products now, and we really lead with about 4 or 5 of them, right? And we all know the power of distribution. If you have people on 2 to 3 products or 4 maybe, and they just add one more, it expands your distribution. And if you had 10 people or 100 people or 1,000 people that we were dropping even one more product into, what that would do. But really, you guys, we have so much to talk about in the United States alone. I guarantee you, I present to people every day and they have no idea we even have a CBD product. In Canada, you guys are probably presenting to people that don't even know we have Optimize. I mean, and so we started talking about what if we created a survey form that was an intake form. Now, I haven't even seen it yet. I cannot wait. Mr. Belleville is going to show me tonight. Hopefully, he tried last night, but I was on a Zoom. But him and Mr. Josh Lindsay are another incredible Black Diamond. They have created something, you guys, where you can send to people this health survey, and it's called something way snazzier than health survey. I can't remember what we named it. We named it something really cool. AI came up with the name and it was real good. Anyway, but we're going to send it to them. They will put their information in and it will spit back what products they should be on based on their answers. You guys, it is going to be absolutely insane. Okay. I mean, these are just a couple of highlights of what we have going on. Then you're going to have, I don't know, I got on the phone with Chris and Katie Draper today, and they were asking me, like, how do you actually get somebody started in business? You guys, I just started somebody a couple of days ago. I've been getting 4 out of 4 on signups. Like if I have 4 brand new people I'm talking to, I'm getting them closed. I cannot wait to talk to you about launching a new associate. Like I feel like I have this to a science, you guys. How many of you would love to know, like, how do we actually do that welcome call? How do we get them into movement? And then what are the actual things that we do to help them build a Jade? How many of you would love to know that? Okay. So I'll be teaching that. Mrs. Mindy Deeble is going to come in hard for the follow-up and the close. Her and Jeremy, you guys, I hope you know they have, between the two of them, over 40 years of network marketing experience. We have Mrs. Gina Della that's coming in from the Midwest. You guys, a big corporate America, just amazing businesswoman. She's going to come in. She's coming to learn from all of you guys, which is super cool. But I told her if she's coming, we're putting her up on the stage too, because we want to know how she builds around 65 hours a week at her job. She became a diamond while working 65 hours a week at corporate America. So I could go on and on and on about all the things we're going to have. Mrs. Lori Allen. Okay, we dialed it in. I got on the phone with her the other day. Exactly how she built to Black Diamond in 13 months. You guys, Mrs. Mindy Deeble and I were going back and forth. We're like, ooh, okay, gonna be real juicy. So many things. So I'm not going to tell you any more about that because I'm going to pass it to Mindy for the rest of it. But what I want you to know is Melissa Yan made a decision today to come to the event. She didn't plan to. She had to change work. But she just needed to know what was going to happen at the event. She needed the value. And so if you have anybody that still deserves to know what the value of this event is, get them on tomorrow night and we will do the value set ourselves for them. Okay. Now, for the event logistics, really important, you guys. The event is going to start at 1 p.m. sharp. That means you want to be at registration at 12:30 if you can be. If you can be registering at 12:30, you want to do that because doors are opening at 12:45 and that event is starting at 1 o'clock. We are going to just tear right into it. It's going to be exciting. We are going to feed you dinner that night. And then our end time is 9 o'clock. But I will let you know, at a leadership event like this, we usually do an invitation late night training. I don't know if we will or not. Be prepared for it, okay? Be prepared that you may be invited if you feel like staying a little bit longer. Usually when people train, it kind of sparks the Deebles and the Dowds of other things. We're like, ooh, we could teach them this while we have them hostage, and we could teach them that. And for those of you who are hardcore and you're like, I want to know all the things to win, that's your session, okay? We'll come back in the morning and we'll start at 9 o'clock sharp. That's when the training will start. So you're going to want to be there before that. And training will go till 6 p.m. We will have lunch there for you, okay? What to wear? Everybody's asking me, what do I wear? Well, it's an opportunity for photos. I'm just going to say, we're going to have all kinds of photo ops there for you. So you probably want to look cute. Guys, maybe it's handsome for you. You probably don't want to look cute. You probably want to look handsome. But I would say day one, I would do business casual, probably business casual, or however you want to look in the pictures you're going to be taking, because this is going to be an awesome social media opportunity for you to get some great footage out there. So however you want to be seen, if you want to be seen as a business boss, then you might want to look like one. Okay. I remember Mindy Deeble told me that years ago. Right when I started network marketing, she said, Jen, you ought to probably get a business suit. I'm not suggesting a suit today. It's a different day today, but she did. She's like, wear a suit. People will take you seriously. They're gonna be like, what are you doing? Wow, you look different. What's happening? Okay. So maybe think about how might people perceive that what you're doing looks like something different. Something has shifted. Okay. And then if you registered before January 1st, then you got a t-shirt. If you ordered a t-shirt, you're getting a t-shirt. If you didn't order a t-shirt, you're not getting a t-shirt. So you could wear your t-shirt your second day if you wanted to, or you could wear business casual. But I bet a lot of people will wear their t-shirt the second day. You think men? I think that they will.
Yeah, probably.
So that That is all. Oh no, I have one more thing for you. We are also doing a drive for the fire victims. We're going to do a Lift Where You Live event, and we are super, super excited about this. So I will be going into our Facebook group that I think Mindy made. She can tell you about that group. Did you make it, Mindy?
I didn't, but we do have one, right? Don't we?
We do.
I think we have one. Let me look. If you guys know the name, did I make it? Maybe I did make it. I can't remember. We've made too many things.
The beauty of leadership, y'all. We put a lot of things together, and there's a lot going on behind the scenes. It's amazing.
A lot. It's exciting.
But
Okay.
if not, well, anyway, we will get that in there.
We're gonna, yeah, we'll email you, whatever, but we'll get you in the group if not. There is a Facebook. I saw it online.
I certainly did. Yes.
Oh my word. Ziomara is heading up the Lift Where You Live drive. So we will get more information. Oops. We will get more information for you on what to bring for that. But that's going to be an awesome opportunity to give back to the fire victims. We're super excited about that. And if you're on here and you're worried, I had somebody ask me, oh my gosh, is there smoke? Is there? No, zero smoke, none at all. Our air quality is perfect right here in Modesto. So all is good. So with that said, I cannot wait to see you. I cannot wait to kick off 2025 in the biggest way. And we're going to have about 6 or 7 weeks, 7, 8 weeks. Maybe 7 weeks to build into the national convention. And I know we're going to have a group that we're going to put you all in from this event running into that event to keep everybody on track as well. So I am going to introduce you guys, one of my best friends on the entire planet. The reason that I am here, the reason my life shifted massively in 2006. You guys, this lady is the best leader, mentor in network marketing that you could ever have. If you have not met her or seen her before, she has led and developed teams of hundreds of thousands of people across 20 countries. She has been a guest judge on The Celebrity Apprentice twice. She has been featured in Success from Home magazine 7 or 8 times. I can't even keep track anymore. Prosper magazine 4 times. She worked with John C. Maxwell on The Power of 5. She is one of the living legends of network marketing, and we are also blessed to get to learn from her. And she will be one of our keynote trainers at this event this weekend. So Mrs. Mindy Deeble, take it away. I love you.
I love you too. And I'm so excited to be here. You know, it was so much fun to hear Jen talk about this event, you guys, because we really have been so giddy about this training and everything that we're bringing to the table. But before I get into just a few key things, first of all, I just want to ask all of you a question. How many of you would love to bring in a Miss Jennifer Dowd into your organization, a top producing icon in the industry this next year? How many of you would be excited, ecstatic if you were able to just bring one big leader like Miss Jennifer Dowd? Absolutely, right? Okay, so here's what I want to tell you, okay? First of all, this gal's a rock star. You all know that. And she has blessed and led thousands of people in this industry. But do you know that she would not be in this industry today had I not took a chance and gone to an event just like this? So I want to tell you my story if some of you are still thinking about this, or maybe you have somebody in your organization that you've been saying, you've got to be here. Like, this will be huge for you to be here. And you just can't get them to, you know, take that leap. Well, I'm just going to tell you this story because 2005, okay, end of 2005, I got in this industry. And I remember just kind of struggling in the industry. And then I got on a call just like this. And the leader on that call, okay, she was in my upline. She said the same things that Miss Jennifer Dowd just said about this event that was going to happen in Fort Worth, Texas. Now, you have to know that I was working full time at that time. I did not have any business skills. Okay. I was a preschool teacher back then. At that time, I have 4 children still today, but at that time I had my youngest was 7, my oldest was 13 years old. And we literally were struggling. We were living paycheck to paycheck. So I didn't have the money to go to Fort Worth, Texas. I didn't have the time. I was working full time. Jeremy's income, he was traveling all over the place. And, it was totally insane for us to think about going to an event. But I just remember thinking, you know what? If I don't take a chance, then nothing's going to change for me. The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over again and expecting different results. Now, you have to know that I had been working the business. In fact, I had already reached out to Miss Jennifer Dowd. She was my best friend in high school. And I had reached out to her, but I hadn't been able to close her in the business. I had several people like that, but I just wasn't making the traction that I wanted in my business. And so I took a chance, okay? And I went on faith. And you have to know that I made this decision just 2 weeks before the event. But I actually got some people to come with me a day before the event. And I had some that even came with me to the event that had never been in the business yet. Okay, so we brought not only ourselves, but 6 people to this event. Now, when I got to the event, I brought my list of people that I had been reaching out to prior, in the business. Like one of them was Miss Jennifer Dowd. I had her on a list and thought, I might call her when I'm at the event. And the only reason I thought to do that is because my upline said, bring all of your lists, okay? Your names list or anybody that you've presented to before, bring all of that. Because when you get to this event, you're going to be so on fire. Something's going to be inside of you. You're going to have the conviction. You're going to have the training. You're going to have the excitement and the power to make these calls to these people. Now, I didn't even know what they were talking about, but I brought my list. I took it on faith. And at that event, I got the power. Like I got the conviction like I never had before. I had the vision of what I could create for my family. And there was something inside of me that changed. And all of these people that I had been, trying to get in the business, all of a sudden I had the confidence to call them. And Jennifer Dowd was one of those people that I made a phone call to. And here's what happened. Because I was at that event and I was committed and I was seriously, telling her, look, Jen, I am doing this. I'm doing with or without you, but I'd rather do this with you. I am learning from millionaires. And we are taking our life to the next level. I remember telling her that, like, I am at a millionaire training. I am learning from millionaires and I am taking my life to the next level, but I want to bring you with me. She heard that from me, and it wasn't like I'd never called her before. I had been following up with her for weeks, but I could not get her excited until I had it in me. And at that event, she made a decision to learn more and be a part of it because she didn't want to miss out. And that is how I brought Miss Jennifer Dowd in the business. Guess what? I also brought 2 other leaders in the business. One of them that I had been dragging along forever, okay, for 4 months. I'd been how many of you have people in your business that you just feel like you're dragging along, right? I had people in my business that I was dragging along. And because I got the conviction and the excitement, some of those people got excited with me. Some of them actually came. I drug them to the event with me, and we left all on fire. I went from struggling to within 60 days, we brought in over 300 people in our organization. And then the very next month, we brought over 1,000 people into our organization with massive momentum and rose to the top in under 9 months. Okay. Now I'm telling you this because how many of you want to do big things in 2025? You've said it, you've written it down on a piece of paper, you have big goals, maybe it's diamond. In fact, drop in the chat what your goal is for 2025. Like, is it diamond? Is it sapphire? What is it, right? What is your plan? I will tell you that you can create whatever you decide to create. Okay. your reality is your commitment and your belief in what you can go create. I'm seeing a lot of diamonds here. Here's the deal. You can absolutely go diamond, but in order to go diamond, you got to get around the diamonds. In order to go diamond, you have to walk like a diamond. You got to talk like a diamond. You got to do the activities that diamonds do. In fact, Mr. Scott Price, he sent me a message right before this call, and he said, listen, I have so many people that are so excited. They're committed. They're saying, I'm going sapphire. I'm going, diamond. I'm going black diamond, or whatever it is that their goals are, right? And he said, let's talk about the activities to make that happen, because obviously we can say a lot of things, right? But it's your commitment and it's your belief and your actions that are going to take you to the next level. So if you're thinking about this event, okay, and you haven't made that leap yet, I highly recommend do whatever you can do to get to this event, because it truly, we have such an incredible lineup, you guys. I'm so excited about it. I just know that there are going to be people that walk out of this event on fire. It's going to be a game changer for them, and they are going to explode because they took that action. They made that sacrifice, and that belief and that commitment will be instilled in them to go create whatever they want. I know that. But it won't happen for you if you're not there, right? Now, the second thing that will change for you to make this the best weekend for you ever, come prepared to work, to make it a working weekend. Like, do what my upline many years ago told me to do. Bring your list of names. Think of all the people. They haven't told you no yet. They haven't told you yes, though. They're just kind of hanging out there, right? Bring that list of people to follow up with those people and make those calls, just like I did to Miss Jennifer Dowd. Bring those lists. Also, bring your names list, people that you've never contacted before. Because when you're most excited, that's going to be when you're most brave, okay? You're going to have the most conviction to be making these appointments, to set up those calls, so that right when you leave this weekend, okay, you've got a schedule like a diamond. I see so many diamonds coming in the chat, right? You're going to have your schedule prepared to go do the work like a diamond, because you came committed to fill your schedule and do the work. Now, how many of you are leaders on this call? Drop it in the chat. Drop a 1 in the chat if you are a leader. I just want to see who's the leaders. I see a lot of 1s. I love it. Now, if you did not put a 1 in this chat, okay, I want you to know that you are a leader. It's not about your title. Okay, but you're not a leader until you commit to be a leader. But you can make a decision right now today to be a leader if you want to be a leader. Okay, you can. And what leaders do is they start walking like a diamond, even if they don't have the title. Maybe you just got signed up in the business, and maybe you don't even know what a diamond even is, right? But there are people that sign up and they are walking like a diamond. They're talking like a diamond. They're doing what diamonds do. And guess what? Consequently, they end up being a diamond. But maybe they don't have the title yet, okay? Come to the event like a leader, okay? Each and every one of you deserve the very best. Come to the event walking like a diamond, talking like a diamond. Be prepared like a diamond. And I promise you that you can go create whatever you want. And I know that because you have to know that when I got in this industry so many years ago, I was not like naturally this business person. I wasn't. But I remember telling Miss Jennifer Dowd and many people, because I knew I had to walk like a diamond and talk like a diamond in order to get the results. And I remember telling Miss Jennifer Dowd, listen, Jen, you get the people in front of me, I am going to sign them up. And then I would leave and want to go throw up, because I'm like, oh my gosh, I just told her to get people in front of me. And I had no idea what I was doing. But I just knew that I had to show up like a diamond. And because I was showing up like a diamond, eventually I got those results. I know that is the same for Miss Veronica Singh, for Miss Jennifer Dowd. We all had to take those steps to get the results, right? You first just have to take the actions like a leader. And I promise you, you can do big things. So, you guys, we're so excited to have you guys come. And you know what? We have a special guest that just jumped on this call, and I'm so excited he's here. Oh my gosh. Okay, so I just have to tell you about him, and then we're going to have him speak because he is a rock star in our industry. Jen and I, and the Dowds and the Deebles, feel so blessed to have this couple's leadership in our organization. They have paved the way in so many different areas in our business, truly. You know, they're champions. They show up to everything. They kick butt in everything. They also have spoken on stages with thousands of people. They have coached many thousands of people in this industry. They've actually worked directly with John C. Maxwell on his advisory board. And we just feel so blessed to have their leadership and all that they do. So please help me welcome top producing Red Diamond, Jeff Belleville. Jeff, I'm so excited you're here. I think I might need to make you a co-host though. Let me make you a co-host really quick. And I would just love for you to share like your excitement about the event. And oh my gosh, you heard a little bit about what Miss Jennifer Dowd said that he is preparing. But you guys, I can't wait to see his DMO schedule. Okay, that's going to be huge. How many of you want to know what Mr. Jeff Belleville does every single day to get the results that he has as a top producing Red Diamond? Absolutely. And his customer survey that he is creating, it is going to be a game changer for you. So again, like I said, we feel so blessed for his talent, so blessed for his leadership. Thank you, Mr. Jeff Belleville, and you take it away. Share with us what your excitement is about this event.
Oh my goodness. Thank
Hey,
you.
there you are.
Thank you, sir. Thanks,
I
Mr.
couldn't see
Deeble.
you.
Oh my gosh. I'm so fired up. I feel like literally we are moving into the event of all events. Like, I don't even know. Like this is my jam, you guys, is that room, that environment that the Dowds and Deebles and so many of the other leaders that are going to be there. We understand what that environment cultivates. It cultivated me in network marketing in terms of our story and our rise. And so, like, every time I'm in that space, I hold it sacred. I'm like, dude, literally, it's worth its weight in gold to just be around that environment that they set. And so it's so unique, it's so different. I'm still like, literally, I had a call today. I'm like getting people there. And I'm like, I know you just got started, but can you meet me in California in a few days? Like, I don't even care. There's a boldness that needs to rise up in you because diamonds are born in environments like this. And maybe you've heard that said. Maybe you're like, yeah, okay. You're listening to one that was created in that environment. So I'm just a little bit intense about it. And I know like last time the call, I feel like I was yelling a little bit. So I apologize, but I get so fired up about this stuff because I'm like, I know what the lineup's going to present. I know what's going to be poured out into you. I know what you're going to grab a hold of and go create with that. And so, and then I'm like, we've never really brought a tool to an event like what we're bringing to this event. And I don't even know. Like, there were literally two crazy, I'm just going to say it, supernatural downloads that happened that led to this entire creation of a tool that is going to connect the dots for people to customize their experience with a protocol that's going to move them forward in their health in a way that takes out the guesswork. And I know Mrs. Dowd talked about it, but I've been beta testing this. I want you to know naturopathic physician, Dr. Debbie Martin Belleville, she's been going through all of the algorithms we designed so you can say a physician has had their hands on this tool. Just saying, it's like I can't even believe we figured it out. I got to give a huge shout out to Black Diamond, Dr. Josh Lindsay, because I was like, da, 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 here's what we need, and somehow his brain, Veronica, you know, like his brain was like, let me engineer this, you know. And so we spent hours and hours and hours together just poring over every single ingredient, product, and question that is going to create a confidence factor. When you have a confidence factor about the product set that you're on, because you know it's more than just, I think I should be taking this, It's a customized experience. I'm just saying. So we're gonna be talking about how to really navigate that. But back to kind of my excitement around all this is I feel like I've gotten clarity even in the new year, even in 2025, as we've entered this new era of Trinant. We're headed for these product launches. We're headed for amazing things in Provo, Utah, getting you this download at this leadership and really giving you the blueprint. Here's the thing about what I am bringing to the party when it comes to daily method of operation. I want to bring something that fits your passion and matches your purpose. I want to bring a toolkit so that you can reach into that box and go, you know what? This is the absolute hammer that I've been waiting for to just absolutely go crush in my business. Hammer, whatever tool you want to pull out of the toolbox, is what I'm saying is you're going to have what you need to design that path forward for you. Because I truly believe that when you know beyond a shadow of a doubt, and there is a belief factor that contributes to that belief and confidence, but it's backed by the right tools. You guys, every single person who put diamond in this chat can go create it. I've been at a place in my career where I lacked the belief and confidence and the tools. And then I got into an environment where I was connected to those things. And everything changed in my life. I mean, I was looking back and I've been really reconnecting with our origin story because I want you to have the same crisis 8 years from now where you're like, I can almost not remember what it was like to shake out couch cushions. I want you to have the experience of what it's going to be like to look back 8 years from now and go, I remember the event in Modesto, California, when I made the decision to go all out in my life. And because of that, I changed tax bracket multiple times. Okay. I'm able to provide a lifestyle for my family that was only in my dreams before and even kind of escaped those. I want you to be able to look back and go, wow, they said it was going to be big. I didn't realize it would be this big. And you know what? The reality of this event is you are bringing the energy to that space. Your expectancy and your open-mindedness and allowing your heart to be vulnerable to new information and to learn new things, to implement new things, is what's going to create that story. And so I can't wait to be there in the room with you. We're going to have multiple moments where we're like all looking around at each other going, holy guacamole. So I want to say thank you so much to really the founding this isn't even really a way to say this, but the founding visionaries that caught the Trinant vision. You're going to be seeing the foundation of the company that you know and love operating in their excellence. And I am just so honored that I get to be a part of this. So thank you, Mrs. Dowd. Thank you, Mrs. Deeble. Thank you, Jeremy. Thank you, Darren. Thank you, Veronica. Thank you, all the people on here. I'm seeing Scott Price, man. All amazing leadership, you guys.
Awesome, Jeff. We are so excited that you were able to join us and so excited for this event. Seriously. I hope you guys are seeing the vision of this. It is going to be powerful. I just want you to think about one last thing and then we'll end this call, okay? What are the top 2 things that everybody wants to improve or change? The top 2 things in your life that you want to improve and change, the top 2 things in everybody around you, okay? Your family, your friends, everybody around you. It's their health and their finances. You are going to get the tools, okay? The resources. What Mrs. Veronica Singh talked about, she's going to show you how to master your money. You're going to get the tools and resources to do that, to make, manage, save, protect, grow your money. Like that is huge. It's going to be so powerful. And then the second thing is health. We want to improve our health, and the tools that you're going to get from this event are going to help you to go out there and talk to everybody that you love about those 2 things to empower them to win in 2025. So you guys, it's going to be powerful. We're so excited to see all of you. And, you know, we're going to get this recording out to each of you because I'm getting a lot of text messages. Can I get this recording? So we'll get this out to you so that you can send this to that one person or 2 people or 5 people that you're like, they've still got to be here, right? Send that to them because you love and care about them enough that you want them to see the vision of what this event can do for them. So we'll get that to you right away. And we can't wait to see all of you tomorrow night. I do have to say
6:30 tomorrow night. And we will
Yep.
talk about the Lift Where You Live. We will be sharing what we're doing for the Lift Where You Live for the fire victims tomorrow night at 6:32. We'll go real
Okay.
fast. So if you have anybody that you want to promote the event to, get them on tomorrow night. You guys will get them there.
But before 6:30, we're going to be doing an overview, okay, on this link. So think about everybody that you love, okay? It's not too late. There are some people, I want you to know that my event, my first event in 2006, when I got serious and we brought, you know, these top leaders in, like Miss Jennifer Dowd, some of those people actually hadn't even signed up in the event yet, okay, or into the business yet. They came to Fort Worth, Texas with me and then signed up. So you may have some people that you're thinking about that you could bring to Modesto, but tomorrow night we are going to do an overview. We have top producing Blue Diamond, Miss Jennifer Dowd, myself, and top producing Red Diamond, Kylie Riegler, doing an event, sharing our amazing products and business plan. If I were you, I would, anybody that you know that breathes oxygen, get them on this event tomorrow night. You get them in front of us. We're going to help you get them signed up. And then right after that, on that same link, okay, just right at that time, we're going to do a quick start training to show them how to make money. So get them there. And then I want you to know at 6:30 p.m. Pacific time, we're going to do another call just like this, promoting the event for Modesto. And then Wednesday night, we have an incredible health talk on mental wellness by Red Diamond, Jeff Belleville, and RN registered nurse Terry Harkey. They're going to be doing a health talk. So anybody that you know that is passionate about health or wants to improve their health, that will be huge as well. So take advantage of all these events, you guys. Let's go rock it. And we'll see all of you at all of our events. Love you all. Thank you so much for joining us. Bye, everybody.